The metallic landscape of Gritha 9 stretched endlessly under a blood-red sky, jagged rock formations scattered like broken teeth. Kai Arden, a freelance interstellar courier and occasional mercenary, sprinted across the rocky plateau, his boots kicking up clouds of red dust. Ahead, the sound of screaming pierced the air, a shrill, almost inhuman wail. Kai skidded to a stop and saw the source, a small alien child trapped in the path of a descending cargo hauler, a 9-ton starfreighter whose magnetic engines were failing. Sparks shot from the hull as it groaned under stress. The child's skin was a soft lavender, limbs fragile and frail, and eyes wide with terror. They were alone, too small to move quickly, too young to understand the danger. Kai's heart slammed. He had no time to think. The ship's enormous shadow loomed over the child. With a guttural shout, Kai launched himself forward, tackling the child out of the landing path. The ship slammed into the ground where the child had been seconds before, sending a shockwave that threw Kai backward. Pain exploded through his legs and ribs. Dust and debris filled his lungs, but the child was safe. Somehow, barely conscious, Kai crawled to his feet. His vision blurred. And then he realized he was no longer alone. The warriors arrive. Around him, figures emerged from the crimson haze. Towering, armored beings, each radiating discipline, strength, and lethal intent. Their armor shimmered with iridescent energy, weapons holstered but hands twitching with readiness. The child ran to one of them, a female warrior with silver skin and eyes like molten gold. The child clung to her, sobbing. One of the warriors, the apparent leader, stepped forward. Kai's ribs protested every breath as he lifted his head. The being was colossal, their presence commanding. "You," the leader intoned in a voice that resonated like vibrating steel. "Human, why did you intervene?" Kai coughed. I couldn't just let them die." The leader's gaze was sharp. "You risked your life to save a child of the Valens." Kai swallowed. He'd heard of the Valens, an elite warrior race known across multiple star systems for their deadly combat skills and unbreakable honor. Few had seen one up close, and fewer survived encounters with them. The female warrior knelt to check the child. "This human, he is reckless," she said softly, though her tone carried no judgment. "But he saved young Ares." Kai blinked. "Ares?" The child nodded. "I'm Ares." The leader's voice was steady, commanding. "You will come with us. Now." Kai tried to stand, but pain shot through his limbs. The leader gestured, and a pair of warriors lifted him with surprising ease. He realized he had no choice. The Valen stronghold. Kai awoke in a large, dimly lit chamber. The walls were adorned with weaponry and holographic maps, and the air hummed with quiet energy. He was surrounded by a dozen Valen warriors, all watching him like predators assessing prey. The leader stepped forward. "You are alive," they observed. "Despite your recklessness." Kai winced. I saved a child." The leader's glowing eyes softened slightly. "You saved a future of our people. That act is not insignificant." Kai shook his head. "I didn't do it for glory or politics. I just saw someone in danger." A younger warrior, his armor sleek and polished, tilted his head. "Human," he said, "your species is unusual. Most would have fled. Most would have calculated survival. But you acted." Kai sighed. "I guess luck's on my side, or I'm stupid. Maybe both." The leader smiled faintly, the motion almost alien in its subtlety. "You are being observed. Tested. Consider this an initiation of sorts." Kai's stomach dropped. "Initiation? For what?" The leader gestured to the child, Ares. "To become one who can stand among the Valens, even as a human, you must prove loyalty, courage, and skill. You saved the child, now you must prove yourself worthy of our trust." Kai blinked. Trust. With an elite warrior race. Are you serious? The leader's gaze was steady. We are always serious. Life and death are not games. The training begins. Kai's training began immediately. Every day, he sparred with alienwarriors, learning to move with speed, precision, and endurance. The warriors were relentless, challenging him physically and mentally. Ares, meanwhile, followed him constantly, small hands clutching his arm, eyes wide with admiration. Kai felt a strange protective instinct growing stronger with each day. He learned that alienwarriors were not just physically powerful, they were intelligent, disciplined, and tactical geniuses. Combat simulations, zero-gravity drills, survival exercises, and hand-to-hand encounters filled Kai's schedule. Every test ended with a lesson. Courage alone was not enough. One must balance strategy with instinct. Despite his exhaustion, Kai found himself changing. He moved faster, thought quicker, and became aware of his surroundings in ways he never imagined. One evening, after a particularly grueling sparring session, the leader approached him. You have improved, they noted. But the true test is yet to come. Kai leaned heavily on his knees. Another test? Yes, the leader said simply. You will defend the child in a simulated combat scenario against multiple elite attackers. Only then will your place among us be considered. Kai nodded, determination burning in his chest. I'll do it. The simulated battle. The training chamber transformed into a holographic battlefield. Enemies appeared from all directions, holographic energy weapons firing, explosions simulated with terrifying realism. Kai dove, rolled, blocked, and attacked. The Valens guided him, taught him, corrected him, but let him make his own decisions. Ares's voice rang in his mind, don't let them touch me. Kai's hands clenched. He realized the stakes weren't just honor, they were life and death, even if simulated. Every movement counted. Hours passed, sweat streaming down his face. By the end, he had successfully defended Ares from all simulated attacks, earning nods of approval from the observing warriors. The leader stepped forward. You have succeeded. You have demonstrated courage, skill, and loyalty. You may now stand as an ally of the Valens. Kai exhaled, relief flooding through him. So, I'm part of your team now? The leader nodded. For now. But loyalty must be proven continuously. You are a human in a warrior's world. Your path will be difficult. Kai grinned despite the exhaustion. I can handle difficult. Ending a new beginning. The days that followed saw Kai integrated into the Valen warrior ranks. He trained, learned, and fought alongside them, earning respect despite his human limitations. Ares stayed by his side, small hands clutching his arm, and Kai felt a strange but profound bond growing. He wasn't just a protector, he was a mentor, a guide, and perhaps, in some ways, a family. One evening, the leader approached him quietly. Kai Arden, your actions have not gone unnoticed. You threw yourself before a 9-ton ship to save a child. That choice defines you. Few could do the same. Kai chuckled softly. I didn't think it was that impressive. I just did what I thought was right. The leader's eyes softened. That is why it is remarkable. You have earned a place among warriors who value courage above all else. Not because you are like us, but because you are human and brave. Kai looked around at the warriors surrounding him, at the young alien child who had become a symbol of hope, and at the crimson sky of Gritha 9. He realized something profound. He had come to this planet by chance, faced impossible danger, and yet found purpose, belonging, and a place where courage mattered above all else. He extended his hand to Ares. Come on. Let's train. The child grabbed it, eyes bright. Yes. Let's train together. Kai smiled, glancing at the leader and the other warriors. "I think I might just survive here after all." And for the first time in a long time, he felt like he belonged. Not as a human, not as a stranger, but as a warrior among warriors, bound by honor, loyalty, and the courage to act when it mattered most.